I'm Mr. Hoyland, and I am the current principal at Ecole Charlie Killam School, and you are in grade 5. And we're really, really excited about seeing you here at Ecole Charlie Killam School next year. Now, I know we have a lot of questions, right, Mr. McKenzie?
That's right.
That's Mr. McKenzie.
I think it's more this way and on my screen, but that's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
We really don't know everything, but we do know that we're really excited to see you coming to Ecole Charlie Killam School next year. So what we have here is a lot of people that are tied into grade 6. So we're going to try to answer maybe questions that you might have. And this probably isn't the only video that we're going to do to send out to you. And so with that, we're just going to jump in. Mr. McKenzie, you got anything?
I don't think so. I've been working with these teachers all this year. It's my first year at Charlie Killam School, and they're an awesome group of people. And I know that no matter whose class that you might end up in next year, whether it's one of these people or somebody else's, you're going to have a fantastic school year. We still don't know 100% who's teaching what, but these are the people who we think are most likely to be one of your teachers. So
yeah, you said awesome, and that's with a capital A. They really are. They're an amazing group of grade 6.
Yeah. So we're going to throw it out there, and Mr. Smith was the one who everybody else picked to go first. So Mr. Smith, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, I'm Mr. Smith. I've been at Charlie Killam for about 5 years, and I teach grade 6. I teach pretty much everything. So math, science, LA, social, phys ed. So it's been great. Actually, this year I had my own daughter in my class, so she didn't quite get away from me with the COVID experience, but she still gets me as a teacher at home. So I have 3 daughters, and the oldest one is 14. And then some of you might know my youngest daughter, Shelby, at Jack Stewart. She's going to go into grade 5 next year. So that's me. A couple other things is I love science, and kind of a fun fact about me is I'm also a volunteer firefighter for the Camrose Fire Department. So my favorite hobby, I guess. And then I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Shade, who's just across the hall from me.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Shade. I've been teaching at Ecole Charlie Killam for I think the exact same amount as you, Mr. Smith. I think we started there at the same time. I teach everything in grade 6, but phys ed. I don't do phys ed, but I also do French as a second language, so I could very well be your FSL teacher. Fun fact, I don't actually live in Camrose or anywhere near. I live all the way in Sherwood Park. Yeah, that's essentially it with me. I'm pretty bored right now.
Mrs. Shade, what else did you teach this year? You taught grade 6, and then you had an option course too.
Oh, that's really right. Cool. For the very first time this year, we had cosmetology, and so in my classroom, we were doing hair and nails and makeup. So I think there's about 30 mannequin heads in there right now.
Very creepy when you walk by, and then there's 30 heads looking at you, but that's okay.
And that cosmetology was just for grade 7s and 8s, right, Mrs. Shade?
Yeah. It was just for grade 7 and 8s, but sometimes during recess we were able to play with the things a bit. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Osborne.
All right, hi guys, I'm Mr. Osborne, and another grade 6 teacher. I taught everything except for phys ed. So this is going to be my second year going into Charlie Killam, so I'm just like Mr. McKenzie. And I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter and Lego, which you can see just kind of over my shoulder here. And I have 2 little guys. They're aged 4 and 2, and then there's another one coming this fall. Coming soon. All right, Mr. Finley, take it away.
Hi guys, my name is Mr. Finley. This will be my 4th year at Ecole Charlie Killam. Presently I be teaching the core subjects in grade 6 class and do a lot of the phys ed in grade 6 as well. I guess one of my things I'm interested in is lots of sports. So if you're a sports person, we'd love to see you. You know, a great place to be at our school. And I guess the most interesting thing I like to do in my spare time would probably play as much golf as I possibly can. I'm
Mr.
going to come over to Mr. McCarroll.
Real quick, Mr. Finley, what are a couple of the groups that you put on for grade sixes, the intramural stuff that you do for sports?
Well, we get started in the fall when we do some golf. We have a big golf program where we're trying to get golf going, and then we do some volleyball, basketball, track and field, trying to do different things like that. So there's a sports and activity for any time of the year and any interest that you have. So we have lots of great opportunities at our school.
Yeah. Mr. McCarroll.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. McCarroll. This next year will be my third year at Charlie Killam School, teaching grade 6. I've been teaching for, 14 years. My wife is a nurse in town here at St. Mary's Hospital. We have 2 girls who go to school at Jack Stewart, and I'm really looking forward to teach you guys next year. In my spare time, I'm involved with some rodeo stuff, some team roping. So I've never really roped a student yet. Except for by the foot. So yeah, it'll be a great year, guys. We're looking forward to it.
And last but not least, Mrs. Kamek, Madame Kamek.
Bonjour, like you heard, it's Madame Kamek. I teach the late French immersion program here at Charlie Killam. Grade 6 is really fun to teach because it's just getting you excited and introduced to language. So I had a lot of fun with it this year, and I think my students did as well. I recently moved to Alberta from New Brunswick, so it's been exciting getting to learn about Alberta and lots of different lifestyle out here. And usually in my spare time, you can find me walking my dog Dexter. I really look forward to meeting everyone in the fall.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, Mr. Hoyland.
It's really important as well. So Madame Kamek said that she does the late French immersion. We also have the French immersion class as well for grade 6. We just don't have the teacher in place for that class yet. So that still exists. Si tu peux penser, on aura une classe pour vous autres.
And a really important thing for all those students who might be asking, what is late French immersion? I said this in the other video. It's a program where you start learning French as a second language a little bit more intensively. So all of you should be doing core French or FSL classes right now, but late French immersion is a class where you learn more vocabulary, you do more of your courses in French, and you learn that as a second language. So.
Yeah. So that's just kind of a brief overview of who we are, the teachers that you're probably going to see next year. And we know you have lots of questions. We will we'll send out more information. A lot of parents have begun sending us emails asking us questions. We love that. So if you have a question, we'll have answers. You can send them to the school here, and we'll definitely have registration packages on their way, I think, fairly soon, Mr. McKenzie.
Yeah, we're hoping within the next couple of weeks. And another thing to look out for is Mrs. Rathro, Mrs. Lashchuk, and I are working on a virtual tour of the school. So we spent some time last week doing some clips and things around the school, some areas that you'll get used to and stuff like that. So we'll be sending that out hopefully sometime this week too.
Yeah. So I think that's all we have. Unless anybody here has anything else they want to add. I think we're good.
All right.
Awesome. Okay.
Thanks so much, everybody, for listening, and we're looking forward to getting to know you next year whenever you come here to École Charlie Killam School.
Merci.